Hazrat Umar sent an order to the Muslim army in the Persian Empire to not fight the Persian Empire in any case, but to start negotiations with them, that we do not want to fight you anymore and we are going back to our areas so that the Persian Empire's army slows down. And it worked. The Persian king was very happy to hear this, and he started wasting a lot of time with the Muslims in these negotiations. So in this way, Hazrat Umar has delayed the danger of war with the Persian Empire with great planning. Now, the Roman army is still waiting for the Persian army in Yarmouk. But suddenly he saw that a new army came from Medina and joined the Muslim army. This was the same 6,000 army that Hazrat Umar sent, but orders were given to this army. He said that you all should not enter the field of Yarmouk at once, but every day small groups of 500 or 1,000 people should enter this field. Which made a great benefit that every day the Roman Empire wakes up in the morning and sees that a new army is coming in front of it and meets the Muslims. So finally, Roman General Vahan thought that if this did not work, it would be very difficult to defeat the Muslims. So finally one day, after almost a month, the Roman Empire's army arrived in Yarmouk. He left his camps and started moving forward and stood right in front of the Muslims. Seeing this, the Muslims also straightened their pages and both the armies were ready for the war. See this animation. This war would be looking exactly like this in those days, because this is the army of 30,000 Muslims and this is standing in front of them, the army of 2 lakhs of the Roman Empire. Such a big difference. Some modern historians of today's times have seen this army of the Roman Empire as less than 2 lakhs. So, let's just take 2 lakh. Abu Ubaidah has organized his army and has placed 4 main generals behind his army. Amr bin Az, Shurabil, Khalid and Yazid bin Ami Sufyan. Just one night before the war, Abu Ubaidah has called a meeting of all his generals. And all of them have started planning the war. Now, when they were planning the war, Abu Ubaidah said, "What do you all think about this? That we should change the leader for this war? That means, instead of me, Khalid bin Walid should be the leader of this war. Because we cannot go against the orders of the Caliph, but only for this war. What do you think?" On this, all the generals said, "What are you saying? We were all thinking the same. And the real fun of the war will come now." Because all of them knew that in this war, Khalid bin Walid will need a lot of brain. Abu Ubaidah came down from his position and stood in the ranks of all the generals. And Khalid bin Walid came back and